Hey everyone, it's Allison here. Welcome to Christmas in July. The store's having a sale. All our Christmas stock from last year, none of the new stock, is 30% off. So we want to clear out some of that old stock, make room to buy some new and exciting things for all your Christmas cards and scrapbooks and ornament making and all sorts of things. So for today's Make It Monday, I wanted to feature a couple of the products. And I made this card as a sample for you. So these are the Spellbinders this one's called Stitchmas Tree, and this one is called Sparkling Mandela, and they are a die set that is designed. You can use it just as is if you wanted, nothing wrong with it. But when you add the embroidery floss to it, it just brings a dimension to it that is a little bit unexpected maybe. So this is a way of combining our paper crafting department, if you want to call it that, with our textile crafting. So, you know, we've got a selection. It's not a huge selection, but we've got a selection of embroidery floss. So take that and these dies, and you can make a cute little card like that, where I've backed the die cut tree with some gold paper. Hopefully the camera is picking that sort of shine up through the holes in the die cut there. And then I've just used a variegated color scheme, going from pink to burgundy. Very simple sentiment, and then some Catherine Pooler sequins. These are the Providence. So it's a little bit of an unexpected color scheme for Christmas, but I think it's fun. The other one that I made, which I have sort of underneath some weight while it's drying, and that's the Mandela, is a more traditional Christmas color scheme. And this one we're going to turn into a tag. So I'm just waiting for that glue to dry a little bit more. And this is how my mandala turned out. It's kind of brilliant, but I do have some tips, because I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little bit of embroidery thread from the back showing through. And that was just me being a little bit lazy. So I want to show you how to avoid that sort of thing. Okay, so when you cut it out, if you cut it, and you know what, I'm going to bring in my big shot and just do a really quick one for you here. In fact, I'll use the tree. So just get your paper, and I have a magnetic platform, which is super helpful for making sure these dies don't move around once you place them down. Okay, so you're gonna use the inside that cuts out all the little holes and the edge, and try not to bump it like I just did. You're gonna run it through your big shot, and this gives you that tree form. There, you can see that. All right, so this is the tree form you get. Sorry, my puppy is outside, and he just chewed something he wasn't supposed to. So pardon the noise there. So it's really simple to take these little bits out. There is a tool, and we don't have it in the store, but we do have it in our craft lab, and it's like this rotary bristle brush, and you use it with a little mat, and it's designed to brush over intricate dies like this and get out all the little pieces. And I'm wishing I had brought it home with me, but of course I didn't. It's at the store and I'm at home. So anyway, so that is the tree die, and that's how you would get this so that you can sew it, and then you would just cut out like a solid piece with just the outside to back it. Now, you could put this right into a card front. It wouldn't cut out the edge. It would give you all the lines and everything. So then you could cross stitch all the ornaments and whatnot straight into the card front if you wanted. I haven't tried that yet, but that is an option as well. Okay, so let's look at the snowflake. And oh, here's my other snowflakes. Okay. So I'm going to do a very quick embroidery lesson for you. I'm just going to copy what I've done here because I do have an idea for a card design, and I've got a third snowflake, and I'll make 3 identical ones. And I'm not going to do all this for you right now because that would be long and tedious, but I just wanted to show you quickly how I do this. I should maybe start with a darker color because it would come up easier. Yeah, let's switch it out. Okay. We're going to go to the dark blue, and I'm just using regular embroidery floss, and then this is a 6 strand, and so I've just separated it and I've got 3 strands. I'm using a needle that has got a fairly large eye to it, mostly because I'm old and my eyes don't work so well, so it's really helpful to have a nice big hole to aim my thread into. Okay, so for what I did is I started at one of the holes, pulled my thread through, and I'm just gonna sort of hold it on the back there and then come down through the middle, and I'm gonna go around this. I'm gonna catch my embroidery thread on the side of my desk and have to re-thread everything. Try not to do that. If you are having problems threading it, lick your fingers. I know we're not supposed to lick our fingers for like 2.5 years, but, and then fold it over, and then you can catch the threads there. Okay, so back to this. I'm holding my end kind of taut and then going back through the middle. And then I'm going to come up in the next hole, back through the middle. Darn it. My thread is so long, I'm catching it on bits on my desk. But I need a long thread to do the whole thing. Okay, so I'm just going to go all the way around. This is not complicated embroidery at all. If I can do it, anyone can do it. And I was wondering if the paper would like be strong enough, or if I needed to have like a heavy duty cardstock or something like this, if all this sewing and thread and whatnot would actually rip the paper. And I am happy to report it does not. Okay, so I'm going to go in. Ugh, keep catching that one thing. Now, before I move to my next spot, I am going to tie this in a knot. Does that leave a little bit of a bump on the back? Maybe, but it is better than having all those threads run all the way across the back. I should probably have not glued the blue backing onto that one snowflake there so that you could really see just how terrible my job was on the back and how many threads I have all over the place, but I didn't. Okay. And then for this one, I'm doing a dark blue and then a light blue and a dark blue and a light blue and dark blue, light blue. So I'm going to come over to this one and I'm going to continue same thing up from the outside down into the middle. So this, whenever I talk about my hobby with other people who are crafters, they talk about, oh, you know, I can do it in front of the TV and all this kind of stuff. And if you're a knitter or a crocheter, for sure, you can do that in front of the TV. If you are a digital scrapbooker, you can do that in front of the TV. And I just unthreaded my needle again. If you are a paper card maker, paper scrapbooker like me, it is not so easy to do it in front of the TV unless your craft room is set up in front of the TV. So generally, when I am crafting, I am here in my little office, and if I have a whole lot of things to do, then I've just got to kind of hunker down in my office and get them done. Okay, so there's one thing that I can do that won't cause me to get threads everywhere. Because this center part has both dark blue and light blue, I can actually continue on and do that bit. So I'm alternating which holes I'm going in. And yes, I have this upside down right now. I'll show you the good side in a minute. Also goes to show you that there's no right way to hold this. You can do this from the back, you can do this from the front. The biggest thing to remember is what you've already done, where you're at, especially if you're doing a design like this. If you were doing all of these in the same color, it wouldn't be an issue. Okay, so now I'm back to the beginning, and I can actually take this and do my last little flower over here. And then that finishes the most of the dark blue anyways. I've still got these bits to do, but those I will definitely have to do once I tie off this. Sorry if I keep going out of camera. I have zoomed in so that you guys can hopefully see what I'm doing. And you can see how easy it is because we're just in and out, in and out. Nothing fancy, there's no fancy knots. Although you could totally do that. If I knew how to do that, I would for the Christmas tree. Okay, I'm gonna do one more thing, just because I can. I'm gonna do one of these sort of spiky bits. I don't know really what to call them. And then I will tie off this and do the other edge bits. So I want to show you something. Okay, so I don't have any like long threads dragging across. However, if I were to then go over to this corner bit, look, I get that long thread over there, and depending on how well you are, how good you are at gluing it, there's a possibility that would show through there. You see that? So I don't want to do that. So I am going to, if you don't have an end like this that you can tie a knot with, then just go through some of your stitches. I'm going to go through again. And then go through the loop. And try not to get a knot in there. And I'm going to, oh shoot, got a knot. Try not to get a knot like that. But I'm going to snip it. And there. This one, I will show you a little trick. So, you got this thread, or this end. So I'm just going to tidy up the ends there so it's easier to thread on my needle, in theory. Unless you're an old person like me who can't see up close. And then, I mean, my needle didn't get all three. Hang on, let's try that again. This is why sometimes it's easier to fold it over, but I don't have a lot of thread here to fold over. So let's try and grab all three at the same time. Close enough. I'm going to take the back of the needle and I'm going to run it through. And then we can do that again. So it's not like tied off, but it's tucked under. So I'm just going to take, the threads are through the eye of the needle, and I'm just going to take that eye of the needle and I'm going to tuck it underneath some of those stitches. And as the needle pulls through, the thread pulls through. Yeah, theoretically. There we go. And then I can trim that. Okay, so we've got a start. I'm gonna keep going and finish off all the different colors, mount them onto a card, and you'll see the finished product at the end of the video. Okay, thank you, and have a happy Christmas in July. Don't forget to come into the store and take a look and see what's there. Everything is also online. If you go into the seasonal Christmas winter section, you'll see all of the Christmas items that are on sale. All right, if you are out of town and need this to be shipped, remember that any orders over $100 will ship for free automatically. So load up that cart. Let's make some space on our shelves for some brand new Christmas products. All right, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.